And from the field house, we are underway. Michigan sees the first point well. Tip over the top. And now here's Laura getting us started with a monster slam.
Tommy Lara coming into this one. That's a big swing for her to get the kill. Should be exciting to see what she does this afternoon.
Wisconsin gets on the board first here. Michigan again with a chance. Tapped over the top, but Badgers are on it. Now Lara again, this time sent back from Michigan. Joust at the net and put down by Lara.
It was a little bit of an overpass kill there. Attempted there from Michigan, but Thomas Lara was able to win that joust at the net. 2 attempts, 2 kills rather, for her to start the afternoon.
Such a physical freak, ability to get up high with the vertical. Michigan looking to answer. This time they'll go to Robinson, tapped up and sent back by Michigan.
The setting to start here for Wisconsin, it's leading to a lot of jousts. At least these last 2 points have been a lot of jousts at the net. This time Michigan wins that point, and now they get the serve, only trailing 2-1.
That'll be Brooke Humphrey, the libero. Her serve's a good one. Wisconsin receives it well, and that's a point for the Badgers.
And a powerful swing there from Devin Robinson again. That one through the block, lands on Michigan's side. Expect to see a lot of those powerful swings this afternoon from Robinson.
Michigan tried to put up the wall there, but Robinson able to power through it. Now here's Guchkin with the serve. Tapped over the top by Michigan. And Robinson, another kill.
And there's another one of those swings from Robinson through the block. That's what she's excelled at so much in her Badger career.
Just so
Murray and
deadly
others
efficient.
couldn't get on that one.
4-1 Badgers. And Kendall Murray with the kill. Great play there from the Ann Arbor native. And you look at Kendall Murray, she's someone who Coach Virtue said is just one of the team leaders. She's been through multiple regimes and she's stuck around, been great her entire time, rocking amazing gold. Great serve from Michigan there. Now they'll set up Franklin. And Michigan is scrum at the net. And they'll set up Franklin again. Off into the seats. Valiant effort from Michigan, but Wisconsin gets on the board once more.
That was a tough point to win for Wisconsin. The great serve from the Wolverines and a little bit of an awry pass off of that serve. But still, Wisconsin able to recover, win the point. They're up 5-2.
Yulia Orzol to serve it now from Poland. And Michigan, awkward communication. That one's tapped over to Wisconsin. Here's Franklin. Great save from the libero. Michigan trying to recover. They get it over. We'll try Franklin again, and this time she cashes in. Boy, valiant effort from Michigan, but Sarah Franklin finally able to finish the job there.
These outside hitters for Wisconsin, both Robinson and Franklin, they pack a lot of power in those swings. We saw Robinson to start. Now it's Franklin.
A serve from Orzol. Nice receive. And here's Murray sent back by Wisconsin. Cece Crawford and Devin Robinson, partners in crime on that one.
Crawford, a very consistent blocker in the middle, especially when combining with Devin Robinson. That's their first block of the afternoon.
They'll go back to Murray and sent back once again. Same duo teaming up.
Just they got number one. Robinson and Crawford combine again on number two against Harper Murray. It was Robinson that got most of it
That one just barely over the net. Now they'll try from the far side. Diving save from the libero. Now Murray again. Michigan keeping it alive. Up to Crawford, sent back again. And that one's out of bounds.
You're seeing Wisconsin defensively. They're scrambling around a little bit more than we've seen in previous matches. Definitely making those scrappy plays, but that time just sailed a little long and over the net and out of bounds. Michigan now with the serve.
This will be Kendall Murray. And Franklin cashes in again. I mean, we talked about her in the pregame, Joey. When she gets going, this is a hard Wisconsin team to stop.
And Sarah Franklin up to 3 kills, hitting .500 on 6 swings. She's been the primary hitter for this Wisconsin team. Maybe not what expected coming into the season, but she's been absolutely phenomenal taking the primary amount of swings for the Badgers.
Now Wisconsin gets the ace. MJ Hamill there for Wisconsin. Gotta be the best athlete I can think of with the initials MJ. Back at it once again. Oh, a big slam from Michigan, and they cash in. Jackie Boney. Wow, both players we talked about showing up.
That was Boney's first kill in 4 swings. She's starting to make herself known to start this game.
She dealt with injuries all year. Glad to have her back as Shmrek tries to get that one over. Nice save from Michigan. And now Franklin has a tip back. We'll try with her again. Awkward exchange. Badgers struggling with it. And now a chance for Michigan. Oh, a sneak attack. The senior, Scotty Johnson.
There's that setter dump. And you saw a space vacate on that Wisconsin side as they were trying to get back into formation defensively. And Johnson with the awareness to send that one over. Michigan going on a rally now.
And that's going to be tough to do when Anna Shmrek gets going. Tallest female athlete in the history of UW athletics at 6'9". And now it'll be Franklin to serve it for the Badgers. Setting up Murray, and that one's long.
And going back to Anna Shmrek, we saw her dominance in that national championship run a few years ago, and that was really a big key of why that team won the national championship. Now, we've seen in recent weeks, she's really becoming a dominant force for this Wisconsin offense.
Franklin with the serve. A big slam, and another block by Wisconsin.
And now defensively, there's Anna Shmrek as we get a timeout here from Michigan.
13-5 Wisconsin.
It was Crawford that got most of it on that one. Last time out, as we look at Wisconsin, they got a ranked win last time out in Columbus this week on Wednesday evening.
Yeah, you mentioned that, Joey. You know, Ohio State, they're 4-8 on the year, and it hasn't been the season that they wanted, but regardless of what their record is, going into Columbus and getting the win, that's always a big deal.
And obviously, looking at the Big Ten and how competitive this league is, you see a lot of teams in the Big Ten. It really is a grind to get those wins, especially on the road. That was a big win for Wisconsin to continue their undefeated start, both on the regular season and in conference play. And they're off to a good start today. 13-5 up on Michigan here in the first set. A lot of things going right for the Badgers. They're almost hitting 400 on the day. They still have Michigan hitting in the negative. The block has been there for Wisconsin. They're on a 3-0 run right now. Not many things you want to see cleaned up if you're Wisconsin to start. Obviously the little things. But Wisconsin's been successful so far.
Big Ten, such a talented conference. So many great teams log jammed in there. You have to think that some of them are going to face the brunt of taking on so many talented opponents. We are back underway. And Smrek sends it down. Boy, you can see why she's become such a go-to player for this team. Michigan sent back again. And Cece Crawford in on the action. Boy, has she been great today.
Let's get a look at that one again. Smrek and Crawford, and the outside hand of Crawford is the one that sends it back. That's her 4th block on the day.
That one tapped over. Wisconsin sends it back. Now try number 2, and that one's too far.
And that goes to show how you establish the block early, and then you lead to attack errors like that one. Ends up going long, and Wisconsin continuing their dominance.
Valentina Vallette with the misfire there. And now a great chance for Michigan. Serena Niambo, my goodness. Sophomore from Troy, Michigan. You know, you look at this team, a lot of old players. You see a sophomore come in like Niambo can make highlight plays like that. You have to think she's going to be a foundational player for them down the stretch.
And Niambo on that one, she was able to separate the block and caught Crawford and Smrek.
And now Scotty Johnson.
And they weren't in position to make that block on that last play. Now a receiving error from Wisconsin. Michigan taking advantage of now Wisconsin's mistakes.
16-7. Wisconsin leads. Scotty Johnson has served again. Picked up an ace just now. Another good serve. And now Lara goes across the wood. We'll try her again. And that one will touch the wood.
No shoe, no problem for Temi Thomas-Ilara. She had lost her shoe early in the point, and she's the one that ends up getting the kill.
Temi Thomas-Ilara, transfer from Northwestern, averaged 4 1/3 kills per set last year. This year she's down to under 2, but that just kind of shows the sacrifices that these players are willing to make towards their pursuit of a championship. That's Crawford the serve. And Wisconsin will get the point there. Ooh, a sliding attempt from the libero, but nothing to it. And it looks like we'll have another timeout on the floor.
Now we take an opportunity to look at Michigan last time out, and again, they played against one of those tough teams, Minnesota on the road, and they dropped that one to start 0-3 in Big Ten play. As we take a look at that one, back on the 29th. They fell on that one, 25-9, 25-17, 25-18 at number 13, Minnesota. You see a lot of these ranked teams in the Big Ten, as we just mentioned. Wisconsin went to Columbus and was able to get that big win. Michigan wasn't able to go on the road. And it kind of shows the good teams find a way to win on the road. And that's why Wisconsin is consistently one of the best teams in the Big Ten, and especially this year.
And no time to rest now for Michigan. Went on the road to Minnesota. Now they're here at the field house. In Wisconsin, when they're a team that they're not perfect. I mean, they had a game against Florida earlier this year. They went down 0-2. Then they came back, won the next 3 sets, and our head coach, Kelly Sheffield, said that he didn't think that was an X's and O's kind of thing. He thinks there's something where this team, when they get fired up, they can just out-muscle their competition. And you've seen Michigan down 19-7 here. If they can catch Wisconsin napping a little bit, not in their A game, certainly not a game that they're out of here in the early goings.
And we've seen Wisconsin struggle to close out sets in the past, especially in Columbus. They did struggle to close out sets. Let's see if they're able to win on just a few set points once they get to it, obviously. And now Michigan comes out of the timeout with a kill of their own.
Coming out of the timeout, Serena Niambo. Now Valentina Vallette, freshman from Argentina, will serve it. And that one, a great one into the stands. Wow, what a serve there.
It's the top spin serve, and we see it now from Valentina Vallette, the Argentinian. It's very tough to stop when you get it going.
That one more of a changeup. And they'll set up Smrek. That'll be a point for Wisconsin.
So now Wisconsin, they've said when we've talked to them, when you get to 20 points and those last 5 points you have to get in the set, those are the most important points to get. It separates just the good teams and the great teams from just the okay ones. If you're able to close out sets, you know where you stand at the end of each set when it gets down to the nitty-gritty of it.
It serves away. Niambo can't get it over. Now Lara taps to the top, sliding save from Scotty Johnson. And now Murray into the thick of the Wisconsin defense. Nice serve here, Murray again. Badger trying to keep it alive, and they do. But this time, Michigan ends the rally. Saj McBurrow's there to finish the job.
The fieldhouse came alive very vibrantly there for a moment as Orzol got the diving dig.
And that's got to feel good from a momentum standpoint. Such a long, exciting rally. Able to come back and finish the job. And a well-placed serve gets Michigan another point.
And now, as we just mentioned, Wisconsin put so much emphasis on this 20-point range. Michigan's found themselves back into it.
Now Murray sent back again. Another block by Wisconsin. One of the premier front court pairings in the Big Ten. Devin Robinson and Carter Booth, both teamed up there. That'll be Orzol to serve it. That one high into the air. Michigan trying to keep it alive, and it's into the student section. It's like a battle for a potential souvenir there. Wisconsin leads 22-11.
It's 3 points away. We'll see if Gulce Gutschtikin is able to finish out this service run on her own.
And that's a well-placed hit from Michigan.
It goes off hands there, and now the serve back with Michigan. They're still hitting in the negative, just barely.
They've played well in stretches today. Another good serve as body's hitting the floor. Robinson into the hands and out of bounds.
Only Robinson's 6th attack. She's got 3 kills, one error on her afternoon, but Devin Robinson still doing very much Devin Robinson things.
Michigan trying to answer. Now it's Franklin, sent back from Michigan. Now another try, blooped over the top, and that's Robinson again. Crowd on its feet here at the Fieldhouse. Badgers 1 point away from taking the first set. Good serve. Michigan handles it. Murray a bloop shot. And now Robinson sent back. And now Murray, Wisconsin forced to give it back to Michigan. This one tapped over, and that'll get the job done for Michigan. Jackie Boney returning from injury. They just got her back in against Minnesota. Didn't play the game before against Maryland. Excited to have her back. And Franklin ends set number 1. Now the Wolverines set to begin set number 2. That's Vallette with the serve, a good one. And Michigan has got themselves a chance. Tapped over the top by Murray. And Devin Robinson launches that one off of Michigan and into the crowd. Robinson, a senior, part of that 2021 championship squad. Now Orzol sends it over. And a nice read from Michigan there.
It's the first service error from either side. It comes from Orzol here in the second point of the second set. Vince, you found an interesting stat coming into this one. Both teams have the same amount of service errors to start this season.
123 as that one sent back by Michigan. And Robinson gets stopped. Now we have a whistle. And it looks like it was a net violation on Michigan. Man, that's got to be tough when you're trying to stop these Wisconsin attacks. You got to get that good form, get your hands over the net slightly, but it's just so difficult to stop.
In Wisconsin, with how much length they have, it's definitely a taller bunch than most teams across college volleyball. Try to get as much of an advantage you can against it. It's tough to stop.
That serves away. Michigan receives it well. And now Murray a push shot. Sent back but out of bounds. Great play from Murray there. Kendall Murray, their go-to player from Michigan, leads their team in total attempts. As Franklin gets a shot, and that one's into the scorer's table.
Sarah Franklin continuing to go stride for stride with Devin Robinson, and now match the team leading kills with 6. And now it'll be Franklin to get the serve. She'll be working out of the back row.
Picked up 2 errors against Ohio State. Not a strong part of her game, but certainly been working on it. Michigan receives that one well. A big stuff, but off the net. And that's a point for Wisconsin. Jackie Boney can't quite cash in there.
See if we get another look at that one. Crawford was in there on the block, but it kind of looked like it just went into the net.
Oh, it looks like Franklin will pick up an ace. Bit of a miscommunication on the Michigan side, and an ineffective bump flies into the Wisconsin bench. Now Franklin again off the top of the net, and Scotty Johnson tries that sneak attack move again. Now they'll set up Smrek. And here's Murray timing it up. Well placed, but Ozol is there. And now Ilara. Murray back and sent back by Wisconsin. Michigan did a great job just keeping it alive there. Can't quite finish the job, though.
This set, 2-2 to start. It looked like Michigan was starting to hang in there. Now Wisconsin on a quick 4-0 run.
Another good serve from Franklin. Wisconsin got a chance. Smrek pokes it over. And now Murray with a slam. Can't get it over. And another sneak attack from Johnson. Boy, that's got to be your signature move. She's thriving.
That setter dump that Scotty Johnson has been working with. It's gone pretty well for her to start.
Coach Virtue described Johnson as someone who's asked the most questions on the team. And that's really saying something because she's a senior. This is her last year here. Just someone who's really passionate about the game of volleyball. As Murray's serve goes long. Coach Aaron Virtue, a former setters coach. Love what she's seen from her team this year at that end. And oh, Scotty Johnson again! My goodness, she shoved it down the throat of two Badger blockers up front.
I'm not sure quite who gets the credit for that one. That was just kind of just an odd ball atop of the net. We'll see how that one comes through on the stat sheet, but it finds its way through the Badger block.
Either way, great awareness from her. As Ilara uncorks a missile.
When we look back, Scotty Johnson does get credit for the kill on that setter dump through the block. And now Temi Thomas Ilara again. She's hitting 500, 4 kills in 8 swings.
Now Ashburn will serve it. See well from Michigan. Bit of a miscommunication there. And here's Carter Booth. Sent back! Oh-ho! Serena Niambo with a highlight block.
You don't see that too many times where Carter Booth gets blocked. But that time it was Serena Niambio that got in there for the Wolverines.
Sliding play made for Michigan. We'll send it back to Wisconsin. Oh, a great save from Michigan. Now they'll set up Murray from the back. And sent back from Michigan. Back and forth possession here as Ilara finishes the job. Boy, what a rally here in the field house.
Temi Thomas Ilara, you're seeing her role start to grow again. As now she's up to 5 kills. 1 away from the team lead.
And Carter Booth detonates. That's just room service.
Overpass kill from Carter Booth. It's difficult to get a block on the other end of that one on the overpass kill. And I'm sure Carter's not complaining about it. They don't get much easier than that in the overpass.
Michigan looking to respond, and a great hit there. That's Valentina Vallette. You know, we talked to Coach Virtue about Vallette. She's someone who just described with a heavy arm, really loves what she brings in terms of strength, but also in terms of mentality, described as her own harshest critic, eager to learn. Another exciting young piece in this Michigan core. And Vallette's serve goes long.
As now Carter Booth will head to the bench. Caroline Crawford comes back in. Crawford's block, it's been pretty good for the Badgers. 5 blocks so far.
Humphrey saves that one initially, but Michigan can't get it over.
And one thing to note, as Izzy Ashburn, she's closing in on a double-double. She's 11 assists on the day with 8 digs, and those 8 digs do lead Wisconsin today.
There's a big hit from Niambio. Franklin trying to answer, and she does. Wisconsin leads set number 2. And a great read from Michigan.
The second service error for Wisconsin, both of them coming from Yulia Orzol.
Serve, receive, and fast in the game where both teams struggle, but to their credit, they've done a good job of recognizing when these serves are going out of bounds. And there we see it again. Oh, they'll say that Guchkin touched it. And Michigan picks up the point. Tried to play some dodgeball there, but Guchkin can't click it out of the way. Now Libero, Brooke Humphrey will serve it again. And Robinson a big slam. Humphrey trying to save it. And to no avail.
We get another look at that one. Ashburn to the opposite side again. That's her 13th assist. She keeps racking those up. It's been a good setting day for Izzy Ashburn.
All-time leader in service aces in the history of Madison. Good serve there. And now here's Smrek. Nothing to it. And Murray looking to respond. And she gets it.
And we saw in that first set on the Smrek-Crawford block, teams were starting to attack the outside hand of Caroline Crawford. That time they tried the inside against Anna Smrek, and that one went off hands. Point for Michigan.
Good read from Wisconsin. That'll be another service error. Sarah Franklin to serve it now. Wisconsin team, just so many players they can insert in. A lot of great depth on this team. Michigan challenging them well in this second set. Thomas Aguilar will send it back over. And a big hit there from Michigan.
MJ Hamill just had to get a little defensive that time.
Boy, you can see Jackie Boney. They're glad that she's back on this team. Now Kendall Murray to serve it. And Cece Crawford returns it. Crawford second on the team in blocks, but showed her offensive skill set there. And a big hit from Michigan. Vallette cashes in again.
And again, this time they attack the sideline against Smrek's right hand. Being able to sneak it into a tight area.
And Lara can't convert. Now here's Michigan. Push shot and sent back from Wisconsin. Carter Booth again with the block.
Didn't quite work that time. Smrek was able to reach back into the block. That's got to be a devastating block to try to swing into. The 6'9 Smrek and the 6'8 Carter Booth.
Looked like Michigan tried to work their way around it, but a good adjustment from Booth. As Murray, no dice there. And here's Lara, sliding save off the net. And that'll be a point for Wisconsin. And it looks like we got a timeout here at the field house. Coach Aaron Virtue wants to take a minute here.
Well, we get an opportunity now. Look at the all-time series history between these two. Between Wisconsin and Michigan. And Wisconsin leading the all-time series 63-20. This is the 84th all-time meeting between these two. Michigan is 0-3 against Wisconsin when Wisconsin comes in as the #1 team in the country. Last time these two met was last October. We're here in the first day of October. So a year ago, Wisconsin won this one in 4 sets. But right now, Wisconsin in firm control of this one. Obviously, anything can happen in the rest of this set or in the third set for Michigan to push it to 4, but Wisconsin has been in control of this one so far, looking to take their 64th
well, you look
match
back at
against
that
Michigan.
Series history. I mean, you talk about that record, but it's even, Wisconsin had even more success at the Fieldhouse. 35-5 record in Madison. That being said, last time Michigan won, 2018, that game at the Fieldhouse. Wisconsin in the midst of a 6-game winning streak against the Wolverines. Leading set number 2 right now, 18-11. Took set number 1. And it'll be Izzy Ashburn to serve it for Wisconsin. Humphrey receives it well. And Murray that tries to push shot. And Lara elevates and detonates there.
Temi Lara. Another kill from her. She's now tied for the team lead. 7 kills along with Robinson and Franklin. She's hitting the best out of all 3 of them at 538.
Just has such great vertical. And a nice save there. But a miscommunication. And that'll be an error on Robinson.
Well, it was a great receive from Temi Lara, but it was Robinson on the pass, and the pass went all right. That's probably all I can describe it as. No one able to pick it up there for Wisconsin.
Bit of spillage on the fort. Picked up by the excellent staff here at the Fieldhouse. Now Scotty Johnson in the midst of a great game. She'll serve it. And a poor receive there. Michigan cashes in. Johnson again to serve, trying to will the Wolverines back into this set. Nice serve there. Wisconsin trying to keep it alive, and they'll send it back. Wisconsin, a nice save able to keep it alive. Now Michigan will try and close it out, and they will. Saj McBurrows there. Great first attempt from her, almost finished out the rally, but when it got over, no hesitation from her. Does it once again. Now, nice little rally here from Michigan. John the serve, and ooh, that one's into the net.
The run ends there with a service error. And again, here comes Wisconsin in this stretch. The last 5 points to get to set point.
That's a bit of a backbreaker for Michigan. Gets some momentum going, but gives it right back to the Badgers. Ooh, that serve just squeaks over the net. And now a chance for Michigan. Another big shot, but Guchkin saves it. And now Franklin puts some muscle in that one.
You really look at these outsides for Wisconsin. Franklin, Thomas Ilara, Devin Robinson. When they get in system, they are a very difficult offense to stop. And now they just got a service ace from Gulce Guchkin.
Well-placed serve from Guchkin, and Michigan will call time.
Now a late set timeout. We'll take a chance to look at the head coaches for both sides as we look at Kelly Sheffield and what he's done at Wisconsin. This is his 11th season with the Badgers. You mentioned that first season was that 2013 Final Four run. He won the NCAA championship in 2021, his first. And since coming to Wisconsin, he's put this team on the map year in and year out. Just one of the top programs in the country under Kelly Sheffield. Now we look over at Michigan's head coach with Erin Virtue. This is her first season with Michigan. She was back with Michigan back in 2011 to 2015.
And you want to talk about multitasking, Joey. I consider multitasking me trying to do my homework and watch baseball. She's out here, the head coach of Michigan, and also is a big part of Team USA, women's volleyball team. She actually just got back to the States, was in Poland for a couple weeks for some Olympic qualifying matches. Said she's so excited to be back, and it was heartbreaking for her to leave her team behind for an extended period.
And this week, was her first week back with the program after being away in Poland for the Olympic qualifiers. But now back with Michigan for the remainder of the season. Gets to keep her focus here with the team and her squad in Ann Arbor.
Guchkin, the Istanbul native, with a nice serve. Now a free chance for Wisconsin. And boom! Says it with her chest. Pummels that one into the hardwood. Boy, she's just so great, so close to the net, and great at not committing net violations as well. Such a strong arm, but able to stop it in time consistently. But Michigan looking to answer. A diving save from Orzel. Now here's Robinson. No dice there. And looks like some miscommunication there on the Michigan end.
And it comes with a violation from Michigan, but set point here for Wisconsin as Gulce Guchkin on the service line. See if she can close it out in the first set point.
Michigan trying to close it out, and that won't do it.
Here to start Big Ten play.
Ashburn will start set number 3. And Michigan, ooh, that one a tick out of bounds. And Wisconsin will get on the board first. And that play kind of representative of the game as a whole. Michigan's had some nice moments. They set up Serena Niambio pretty well there, just not able to get that extra oomph to give them these points. As Murray with a nice shot, but Wisconsin's on it. Now Ilara into the Michigan block. They'll keep it alive and send it back over to Wisconsin. Now a chance on the offensive end. And a good read there from Michigan. Long rally there. Michigan effective at setting up that block, something that we talked about during the break could be a key to coming back in this one. But able to hesitate and let that one go out of bounds. And now Brooke Humphrey, the libero, will serve. And that one's in the net. Michigan has themselves some promising stats, has more kills, assists, and digs than their opponents, but errors like that have been their problem. That'll be something that Aaron Virtue will spend the entirety of this offseason focusing on, but there's still games to play. And Michigan looking to put some good stuff on tape. A good try there as Robinson hits it into the net. Or pardon me, sent back by Michigan.
It did look like it got sent back, and Robinson was going to see if it was going to fall out of bounds. It just lands on a piece of that line. So a point for Michigan. They find themselves in another opportunity. Tied 2-2 to start the set. Now a service error from Michigan.
Saj McBurrows can't quite get it over.
It's their 7th service error through 2 sets and 5 points. They also have 12 attack errors. You mentioned those errors. They've hurt Michigan in this one.
Nice save there from Orzel. And Robinson off hands and into the hardwood. Now Orzel to serve it again, and another service error. Commonality between both teams today. Wisconsin leads 4-3 in the third set. The serve's underway, and Kendall Murray into the net. Wow, that's just such a momentum killer. You're trying to come back into this third set off to a good start, but you cannot keep giving Wisconsin these opportunities if you're Michigan.
Service error to service error to service error, and it's not helping Michigan stay in this match, even with Wisconsin making those errors too. Wisconsin has 4, but Michigan's doubled that with 8 already to start.
Hamill gets it over and gets the ace. Wow, from struggling to get over the net to a perfectly placed shot. It's important, I guess, in the sport of volleyball. Sometimes you got to be like Taylor Swift and learn to shake it off a little bit. Oh, come on. I deserve something for that. I'm pretty proud of that one.
I was trying to find a way to analyze that one, but
you sounded more disgusted
I couldn't.
than
I was
anything.
speechless.
Here's a shot from Michigan, and that one will be too far. It looks like we might have a challenge here from Coach Virtue. He has the card out. We'll see what she decides. Sure enough, we got a challenge. I mean, Joey, just why not at this point? Use it or lose it when it comes to challenges.
It gives your team an opportunity to gather a little bit.
That's a good point there. He gives Coach Virtue, regardless if it's changed or not, it does. I don't think it will from my perspective, although you never know. But it just gives you a chance to call an efficient timeout.
We talk about those errors, especially to start this third set. Wisconsin in this third set is hitting minus 200, but they lead 7-3 because Michigan, they're hitting minus 333. And obviously, every point has to end in a point. So even with errors, someone's going to win a point. But Michigan has really struggled to take advantage in this third set of Wisconsin's struggle off the bat.
Looking at this replay, I do not envy the officials. I mean, it's hard to prove that something didn't happen. Maybe a little bit of movement there in Franklin's right hand. Boy, great view there from Ariel, our camera woman, but we're showing it on the big board here. Well, I guess as we got a bit of a break here, we can talk about Michigan as a team. Now, as we said before, they've really struggled with injuries. Coach Virtue's been dealt a tough hand this year, but she really credited her trainer, Tara Bailey, for the work that she's done, not just helping these players avoid injury, but also getting them back onto the floor. I mean, she didn't talk about just the physical side of things. She talked about the mental health, making sure these players are in the right mindset to get out there, but also in terms of preventing some sicknesses from spreading around. I mean, when it comes to Big Ten Plus, when someone gets hurt, there's a full swarm of people who can fill in for different roles. But when you got a volleyball team, only 15 players on your roster, you need to make sure that people are available and can avoid it when stuff's coming around. I mean, the start of the school year, there's always seems like there's some sort of sickness spreading around. And
challenge has been lengthy. And typically when it gets this long, it means that maybe some changes are happening. But
they're doing their due diligence here, looking at every angle. And there's Bucky Badger. You know, I think the whole idea of a mascot's a little kooky. It's like we'll just have a student section, they can cheer, and they'll have an anthropomorphic badger hang out there and entertain people. But people seem to love him.
Yeah, well, we're watching now. Kids are coming up to try to get a high five from Bucky Badger. It's been long enough that they had to go to a second song from I Want It That Way.
That seems like a good way to measure review times, is the amount of songs you can plug in. I mean, a pretty long review. We're at just about 1.1 songs.
Typically, I mean, the traditional one used to be when you play the Jeopardy theme song. And the measure of how, if a review's been too long, it's when you get tired of the Jeopardy theme song. And the Jeopardy theme song, it's very tough to get sick of.
And we have a decision, and
so there is a net violation.
And sure enough, Michigan gets the point. Wow, great challenge from Coach Virtue there. They'll say that it touched Sarah Franklin. Boy, excellent job. Couldn't have worked out better for Michigan. They get the point, and they get themselves a chance to regain that composure. Down 2 here in the early goings of this third set. Trying to will their way back in it. Smrek taps over the top. Diving save, but out of bounds. Maddie Cochran there. Going full Superman mode to try and keep that one alive. Couldn't quite tip it back to her fellow Wolverines. And now Franklin will serve with a 7-4 advantage. Oh, a monster slam there. Serena Niambio, oh boy. Wow, just a great job from Michigan there, getting Niambio as close to the net as possible. Not much you can do about that if you're Wisconsin. Now Johnson to serve. Awkward possession, and now another chance for Michigan. This time they try from the far side. Great save from Hamill. And now Crawford off of Michigan and out of bounds.
Caroline Crawford found an opportunity through that block again. That is her third kill of the afternoon.
And now she'll get to serve here. Oh, what a play there from Michigan. Valentina Valette once again.
Now Valentina Valette finds a hole in the Wisconsin block. She gets the serve now.
And we've seen her serve. Interested to see this one. She has a rocket arm, but hasn't always been in bounds. We'll see what she does here. And it's a good one. Booth a push shot and fits it in the gap.
And just when I was about to say, Michigan certainly is not out of it. They've been much more competitive in this set than they have in the last two. But Carter Booth gets the serve back and a little bit of momentum for her side. They lead this one 9-6 in the third set.
Izzy Ashburn with a nice serve. And this time, Carter Booth says no soup for you. It was power on power there, right at the net, and Wisconsin came away with it. Wow, the unstoppable forceman and a movable object there. Serena Niambio, such a powerful player, but great positioning from Wisconsin. And this one is sent down. Kendall Murray, the senior, getting Michigan back into this set. Now Humphreys to serve a good one. Diving save from Johnson. Now they'll set up Murray. And another chance. They'll go to the far side. Push shot sent back again. And Wisconsin just keeps coming.
And Devin Robinson's going to get credit for the block on that one and the kill. But I have one word to describe Carter Booth, and it's really just unfair. 6'8" at Carter Booth, that middle blocker. She ranges all across the net, will make any play possible. She's had a nice stretch combining on the block with both the outsides here. And now Robinson with the nice
kill. And partner
kill.
Booth with Devin Robinson. You can see why this Badger team's been so effective up front. Over 300 on the season in terms of hitting percentage. Robinson hitting .353. Michigan able to keep it alive there. Oh, and not quite able to execute. It looked like Sedgwick Bros had a nice idea there, trying to go down the net. Couldn't quite get it over, though. Wisconsin leads 12-8 in this third set. And Murray gets it done. You can see why Kendall Murray's been the go-to player.
Kendall Murray today has taken 27 swings. Only 5 kills off of that so far.
Good read from Wisconsin. Goochkin able to recognize that one was going out of bounds. Now Yulia Ozol to serve. Sliding save from Michigan. And now a sliding save in return. Here's Franklin. Now another chance for Wisconsin. They'll go with Franklin again. No dice. And now Michigan can't get it done. Another great rally here at the Fieldhouse. Murray taps it over. Wisconsin trying to finish it out. And they do. Devin Robinson.
And finally, Wisconsin, we see them finish off one of those long rallies. Great passing by Gulce Guchtikin to finish off that assist to kill to Devin Robinson. Wisconsin continues their serve.
10 kills, 2 errors for Robinson. Michigan looks to respond. We'll try it again. Wisconsin comes away with it. And there's another big slam. Wow, I would not want to have an arm wrestling match against her.
And now you can start to feel Wisconsin starting to pull away in this third set. 3-0 scoring run. It's been a lot off of the arm of Devin Robinson. Timeout Michigan. We get an opportunity to look at the Big Ten standings, and we mentioned it, that Nebraska and Wisconsin, they're up there, both 1 and 2 in the country, but they're also tied for 1 in the Big Ten alongside with Penn State, as Penn State also is undefeated to start Big Ten play. Michigan, one of 4 Big Ten teams that is yet to win a match in conference play, and it's looking closer and closer that they're going to drop their 4th and stay down at the bottom of the Big Ten. But there have been a lot of bright moments for Michigan in this game. They've done well to start sets, but just the play for the Badgers and really the diverse amount of weapons that Wisconsin has offensively, it's tough to slow down.
You could really see the framework of what Coach Virtue is trying to accomplish here at Michigan, but it just seems like Wisconsin, there's just so much athleticism on the floor there. Not just 1 through 6, but there are people can come off the bench and give you a spark. But credit to Michigan, though. They've hung in. They've put together some rallies each set. Only down 6 here in set number 3. Do they have a run in them to extend this game? Yulia Ozol will serve. And that one's over the other side to Wisconsin. And Robinson again, a missile. But Michigan able to corral it. And this time Franklin, another save for Michigan, but yet another chance for Wisconsin. Robinson with the changeup, and Michigan can't get it over.
Nice little tip kill there from Robinson. Bounced off several Michigan hands, but they were unable to get a clean play off of it. 16-9 Wisconsin.
And that's got to be tough when you have players with such power who can also suddenly throw in that short pass, as Michigan with a nice play there. Kendall Murray will serve it for Michigan. Considered one of the team leaders on this Michigan squad. Nice serve there. Off the scoreboard. Wisconsin able to make a correction. And a block. Return to sender, says CeCe Crawford. Boy, just so much strength in these athletes. And just a technical ability. Wisconsin trying to move to 13-0 on the season. And that'll be a point for Michigan.
Looks like they're going to get Crawford there with a violation.
Good call from the
trying
officials
to reach
today.
over there. She seems shocked by it, but a violation nonetheless.
Wisconsin will look to respond as Hamill gives Wisconsin a chance, and Franklin, a well-placed sit-down.
Hamill went to Crawford there on the slide draw as we take a look at it. You don't see that too often, but Franklin ends up getting the kill as Michigan was equal to that first initial kill, or attack rather. And Franklin with a little touch to get the kill, 18-11.
Murray attacks from behind the line. And Smrek put some muscle in that one, but Michigan took it in stride. Now Smrek another chance, and that one heading into the scorer's table. My goodness, Anna Smrek, such a physical specimen from Ontario, Canada, where I'm sure she wrestles bears and rips trees straight out of the ground.
Well, Wisconsin closing in on win number 4 here in conference play as they're just a few points away from taking their third set in this one against Michigan. Look at the upcoming schedules for both sides. First looking at the Michigan Wolverines. They continue non-conference play. They'll go back home to play against Northwestern and Nebraska. Then they'll also finish out that 3-game homestand with a game against Minnesota on the 11th. They finish out with a 2-game road stretch at Indiana and at Michigan State. And now we look over back at Wisconsin's side. They go on the road at Iowa, at Illinois, and then they come back for a nice 3-game home stretch against Rutgers, Maryland, and Ohio State. Ohio State, we saw that this past week. They were able to get the sweep in that one in Columbus. They'll welcome them back on October 18th. But this start for conference play for Wisconsin, a lot of opportunities for a lot of big wins. And you look at how impressive the Big Ten is. Every match can be a grind. You get every point set and eventually the match win. Right now, Wisconsin in this one against Michigan is firing on all cylinders. Let's see if they can finish it out and get these last 6 points to finish out the sweep against Michigan.
Franklin to serve it. And another muscled attempt from Michigan. And they'll say they got tips there. Valentina Vallette once again with a nice play. Picking up kill number 5 on the day for her. Does have 5 errors on day, but you look at a freshman, the fact she's getting so many chances in this one shows the kind of faith that Coach Virtue has. And they'll set up by Thomas Ilara there. And this time, the Northwestern transfer seals the deal.
It goes off hands. Back into this 20 range. Let's see how quickly they close it out.
Coach Virtue coached Timmy Thomas Ilara while she was at Northwestern as that serve goes into the net. (20-13) here in set number 3. Wisconsin hoping to close this one out. Valentina Vallette, power server, and it's a good one. Wisconsin rushing behind the net, and looks like the flag was in the air. They're going to say it was legal. And off of the dome of Vallette.
That one a heavy swing right off of the noggin. Valentina Vowlett. Now Wisconsin kind of brings in their best lineup. They bring in Ashburn to serve, and Robinson, Booth, and Thomas Ilara up in that front line at the net. Franklin onto the back row, Orzo libero. 4 more points.
Almost a closing lineup on the floor for Wisconsin. As Michigan makes a nice save, Murray tries to push it over. Now Ilara, that one well placed in the corner.
Being able to dump that one in the back corner, that takes some real precision.
Takes some guts as well. Very little margin for error.
We just saw that on a Jumbotron again. Phenomenal play by Temi.
10 kills, 1 error for her on 19 attempts. Has struggled to an extent this year, but a great game from her. Looks like they'll go to her again. Push shot, but Michigan's all over it. And now Murray uncorks. Dropping the hammer there. Kendall Murray.
Kendall Murray up to 33 total attempts on this match. 6 kills, 5 errors.
Good job from her working around that Wisconsin block. But she cannot block that one. And Devin Robinson parachutes in and knocks that one off of Murray's left arm. Wisconsin 2 points away from ending this match. Another great play from Murray, but a diving save from Guchkin. Tries to get it over, joust at the net, and that's a point for Wisconsin.
What a way to get to match point. And again, Carter Booth winning a joust at the net is what caps it off. Match point number 1 for the Badgers.
Packed crowd here at the Fieldhouse rising to its feet.
Oh! They do call it in. And Wisconsin gets the 3-set sweep over Michigan.
And the train keeps moving for Wisconsin. They move to 13-0 on the year. Michigan will drop to 2-11. Took it home in 3 sets. Michigan fought hard, a valiant effort, got together some nice runs, but couldn't quite snag a set from this team.
As we look at this win for Wisconsin.
ये रानी हमारी अखिया से, ये रानी हमारी अखिया से आंसुआ गिरे थे दिलवा रोए के जान। ये रानी हमारी अखिया से आंसुआ गिरे थे दिलवा रोए के जान।
गंगाजल रिकॉर्डिंग स्टूडियो महादेवगंज साहेबगंज।
भौजे हमू आईबो ये रानी तोरा याद में आंसुआ बहे छे दिलवा रोइबे जान ये रानी तोरा याद में आंसुआ बहे छे दिलवा रोइबे जान।
गंगाजल रिकॉर्डिंग स्टूडियो महादेवगंज साहेबगंज।
के करा सहारे रहबै के करा से दू बोलिया बोलबै अशोक अकेला के कहलू कि साथ न छोड़बै के करा सहारे रहबै के करा से दू बोलिया बोलबै अशोक अकेला के कहलू कि साथ न छोड़ब के रानी सोमी लागे आंसुआ गिरैले देहिया काप के लगे जा के रानी हमर अखिया से